Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a wild rice vegetarian soup. So I start off by washing my carrots, my carrot tops, which are also great to eat, a lot of nutrients, the parsley, the broccoli, the celery. Once that's all washed, then I take my onion, shallots, rosemary, hot pepper, lime, garlic, thyme, and sage, and then my mushrooms. I ended up adding a whole container of vegetable broth plus about another cup of water and about a fourth of a vegetable bouillon. Here I have some oat milk. You could also use any sort of other nut milk that you like or regular milk, whatever you feel. I also take some wild rice blend and have a cup of that. Then I have my nutmeg, black pepper, red pepper, and a little bit of Himalayan salt and pepper. I use a little bit of Swiss cheese, Gruyere cheese, and Parmesan cheese, and that's optional, obviously. Here's some olive oil in the pan with some coconut oil that I've melted. Then I'm just gonna dice everything up and throw it all in. There are about 6 servings of this soup. It took me about 3 days to go through all this soup, and I had it as like my main meal of the day. So it's very hearty, very filling. You can always edit the ingredients to do more or less depending on the people that you're serving. You can also make it completely vegan. I'm not sure. I think everything is vegan thus far except for the cheese. I just grated it up and I put a little bit on top at the end. And it's really the flavor that matters with this, so the fresh herbs are really important. That parsley, rosemary, sage, thyme. The prep time for this takes the most amount of time. I'd say it took me around 30 to 45 minutes to just prep everything and get everything hot and warm, and then you just let it sit for about 20 and then it's ready to go. Cover it up and you have a great, hearty, healthy wild rice veggie harvest soup. Next are these healthy chocolate chip walnut cookies. So preset the oven to 350. I like to saute the walnuts in a cast iron skillet for a little bit to just get that nutty flavor out. Then I take some oat milk or any other nut milk you prefer, a little bit of maple syrup, or you could use honey or agave, an egg, or you could use a flax egg to make these vegan, a little bit of nutmeg, some pumpkin pie spice, some cinnamon, and just mix that all up. Then I use organic coconut sugar. I used 1/4 of a cup, and honestly, I think that was a little bit too much. I think I could use a little bit less. A little bit of oats, and I just added enough tiger nut flour to make the batter thicker. Tiger nut flour is really good for you apparently. It improves digestion, reduces blood sugar levels, improves heart health, boosts your immune system, so I decided to give it a shot. A little bit of baking powder and a little bit more flour and then some chocolate chips. I kind of made this recipe off the top of my head, so you might have to edit it to your liking. Then I place everything on a baking sheet and bake at 350 for about 12 minutes. Check on them, prick them. If they come out clean, then you're good to go. Healthy, fresh tiger nut chocolate chip cookies with walnuts. This last recipe is something that I have year round, and I usually have it after my intermittent fasting for like an early lunch, late breakfast. Chickpeas are my #1 favorite food, so I love to saute these chickpeas with some paprika, turmeric, salt and pepper, and a little bit of nutmeg, and then some squeezed lime, tahini, and a little bit of mustard and coconut oil. Now you're gonna set the heat to medium-high, add about a tablespoon of coconut oil, the chickpeas, saute them up a little bit, then you're gonna add your spices. The garlic, chili powders, paprika, nutmeg, red pepper, lemon pepper, turmeric, then a squeeze of lemon or lime, the tahini, and I added some pine nuts. You can add any nuts you want. Transfer it to a bowl, clean off the pan, and then start with your veggies. For the veggies, I added a spray of olive oil. Then I chopped up my zucchini, my onions, jalapeno, lemon, sage, rosemary, thyme, and added that all to the skillet. Spices are really important in this dish to really bring out the chickpea flavor, so make sure to get those fresh herbs in there as well. Some salt, some pepper, and just stir that up. Add a little bit of water just so they don't burn, then chop the kale or spinach if you'd like. I added that at the very end so as to not lose the nutrients, and then a little bit more water just to simmer things down. A little bit of coconut aminos too to give it some more flavor, and then there you go. A healthy, beautiful, delicious chickpea dish full of nutrients and vitamins. I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, so this last one is one that I have after many of my workouts. It replenishes all those nutrients that I might have lost and is great for recovery. I use 0% Greek yogurt, and then I use some maca powder. Maca powder is really, really good for you. Just Google it. It's really amazing, and it makes me feel great. I then use either peanut butter or I use PB2 that has less calories in it, and I'll use that during training season if I'm looking to lean out a little more. And I'm going to be incorporating some collagen peptides. This is where my other source of protein is going to come in from aside from the yogurt. I'm going to add my almond milk. You could use any nut milk you'd like. And then I'm gonna mix that all up, and then I'm gonna add some cinnamon, and then my collagen peptides, and then my maca powder. And make sure to incorporate that really well, smooth out the bumps. And then I'm gonna add my peanut butter, make sure that's super smooth. Then I'm gonna grab my bowl, add the yogurt, top it with some berries and some apples or whatever you like. And then I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of granola. During training season when I'm leaning out, I will use mulberries and goji berries. But this is a really great wholesome snack or meal. Actually, it fills me up for a few hours, and I usually love to have it after my workouts. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. Be sure to give this a like if you liked any of the recipes, and be sure to subscribe so that I can deliver more content to you guys. This video is not sponsored, so it took a lot of work to create, and I'm really happy that I was able to get this out for you because these are 4 of my favorite recipes to consume during training season or not, and just they're really delicious and wholesome year round. So I hope you enjoy, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.